Hey team, Kristen from Fitness Health Clubs here. Today I've got a low impact full body workout for you. Perfect if you just want to take it slow. You won't need any equipment. The only thing that you will need is a small bench, a dining chair, a couch, anything that you can sit down on, and that is it. How today's workout works, we've got 8 exercises to get through. We'll be doing 3 rounds in total, 30 seconds of work with a 10-second break in between. So we're just aiming to keep that heart rate elevated the whole way through, and then we're just going to finish off with a quick stretch at the end of the session as well. Exercise number 1, we are going to come down onto the floor into a push-up. Drop down to your knees with this one. You can choose if you want to target the chest or the triceps, whichever one you're strong in. Chest, arms out nice and wide. Triceps, arms together, tucking those elbows into your torso. So with this one, we are going to come down, chest to the floor, coming up, and then we are just nice and slow going to raise one arm out to the front, taking it as slow as you need to. Exercise number 2, we have got shoulder taps. So you're going to stay in this position. If you do want to challenge yourself, feel free to come into that high plank position and try keep those hips as still as possible. If you struggle with that one, down to your knees, and then again, you are just going to tap those shoulders lightly, making sure you are keeping those hips nice and still the whole way through. After that, we are going to come onto our back into a crunch. So with this one, you're going to bend your legs, arms up on your legs, and then you are just going to let your hands trail your legs up to your knees. Squeezing that core, pulling that belly button into your spine, just keeping those hands on those legs the whole way through. After that, you're going to pull up your bench. So with this one, we have got our pistol squats. If you do have knee troubles, feel free to just go into a normal squat instead. So a normal squat, you're just going to sit down onto the bench, lift your feet up, and then squeeze your glutes at the top. Sit, lift, squeeze. If you do want to challenge yourself, our pistol squat, you are going to come up on one leg. So you're going to stand up, sit down, nice and slow, stand up again. Go 5 reps on the one leg, 5 reps on the other leg. After that, we are going to come into a good morning. So we're going to pop our hands behind our head, and we are going to come into that hip hinge. Big stretch through those hamstrings, and then focusing on squeezing those glutes at the top. Keeping those elbows far back and squeeze. After that one, we are going to come into a side step, slight lunge with this one, but again, if you do have knee problems, feel free to take that lunge out. If you can, step to the side, drop those hips back. And again, 5 reps on the one leg, 5 reps on the other leg. Depending on your knee flexibility, depending on your legs, see how low down you can get, but again, if you struggle, just stepping out to the side and back again. After that, we're going to come into a Y raise, so we're going to work the back of those shoulders, again with that hip hinge movement, sliding those hips back, and then we are just going to lift our arms out in a Y shape, coming back down. Big squeeze of the back of those shoulders, and come back down. And then to finish off, we are just going to go into our arm circles. So with this one, we're going to tuck those hips under, squeeze the glutes, arms out to the side, and then as quick as we can, just little baby circles, switching direction as you go, getting high, getting back low again. We just want to fatigue through those shoulders. So again, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 3 rounds through. Let's go. All right, ladies, on in 10 seconds, we are starting with that push-up and arm raise. Let's get ready. All right, remember chest coming as close down to the floor as you can within that comfortable range of movement, and then lifting one arm up nice and slow, keeping those hips as still as possible.
But I'd rather stay with you. Hold you, need to touch you right.
Last few reps here, ladies. Keep it going.
And everybody knows you feel.
Alright, you can stay where we are. We are going into those shoulder taps, holding that high plank position. Ready in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go.
I'm feeling good with you here right beside me. I'm feeling fine when you hold me, I smile. I need to know.
Remember with this one, ladies, you want to try keep those hips as still as possible. Try get a few reps out on your feet, but on your knees is totally fine.
you need to touch you right. I miss the way we were before.
Awesome, ladies. Rolling over, we've got that crunch coming up next. So just allowing those hands to trail up and down your legs. All about that core control with this one, pulling that belly button into your spine, really squeezing through those abs.
Sing with yes I do for me.
Pistol squats are coming up next. Grab your bench, we're on in 5.
And everybody sees you keep on hiding, and everybody knows.
Try shifting all that weight onto your heel. Take as much of the pressure off of those knees as you can. Don't forget to reset if you are in that full squat position, lifting your feet off the floor every rep. Halfway. Great work, ladies. Home stretch, we're into our good mornings. If you do have a weight with this one that you want to use, feel free to pop it on your chest or on your back. Hinging at those hips, squeezing at those glutes. Let's go. Remember pulling those elbows back, really making sure that you are keeping that back nice and straight and chest up. Alright, we've got our side lunges coming up next. Remember not to force yourself into the movement, just go as low as it is comfortable for you. Ready? Let's go, ladies. If you aren't coming into that full lunge, try pick up the pace a little bit just to get that heart rate back up again. You've got 15 seconds left here. Alright girls, last 2 exercises. We are starting off with that Y raise, ready in 5. So remember hinging at those hips, trying to put as much pressure on those hamstrings as you can to take off that lower back, squeezing the back of those shoulders and controlling your arms the whole way through. Alright girls, last exercise, we are into our arm circles. So have a bit of fun with this one. Just make sure you are controlling your arms. You are not just swinging them in the air. Make sure they are nice and straight and that core is engaged. Remember to move those arms around, switch directions, come up high, go back down low. We are almost at the end of this round. Awesome work, ladies. We've got 20 seconds and then we are going to come back for round number 2, starting off once again with that push-up and arm raise. Alright, back into our push-ups, girls. Remember, chest down, squeezing that core, trying to get that chest as close down to the floor as you can. Just a few more reps here. We are almost at the end of the set. into those shoulder taps next. So holding that high plank position, try get a few reps out on your feet with this one. Really challenge yourself. Just make sure that your hips are staying nice and still. Finish it off, ladies. Last 3, 2, and 1. Alright, rolling over onto your back, getting ready for our crunch. Remember pulling that belly button in, squeezing that core, really focusing on that core control. Alright, moving back into some lower body exercises, grabbing that bench, going into our pistol squats or normal squats in 2, 1, let's go. Shaking those legs out if your legs are starting to feel a little bit fatigued. We've got those good mornings next. Clenching those hands behind our head, pulling those elbows back and really working on that hip hinge movement. Good, ladies. Remember to take it nice and slow. You shouldn't be feeling this one through your lower back. It should be all in your lower body. Alright, we are coming into our side steps. Remember, playing around with how low down you can get. Let's go, making sure you are driving all that weight through your heels and pushing your hips back as you sit down into the movement. Remember to speed it up if you feel comfortable in this movement. Try get as many reps out as possible. We are almost there.
I know these days have been getting harder, falling apart. Seems like love isn't getting stronger.
Alright girls, once again hinging at those hips, coming into our rye raises. If you've got some really light cans of food, you can use those as well to really get into the back of those shoulders.
But love keeps holding us through times we wanna fall. I know these days are tough, is that through it all? What will you be by my side through the darkest days? What will you be by my side even though I'm in pain? What will you be by my side?
Alright, last exercise for this round. We've got those arm circles. Once again, having a bit of fun with this one, starting off small, getting a bit bigger as you go, and don't forget to switch direction as well. Finish it off, ladies. 2 rounds down, 1 round to go, ladies. Starting off in a couple of seconds with that push-up and arm raise.
It's been a long way to paradise, through the stars, through all the years and stormy skies.
Alright, remember chest coming as close down to the floor as you can within that comfortable range of movement, and then lifting one arm up nice and slow, keeping those hips as still as possible.
It doesn't want to fall. I know these days are tough. Is that through it all? What will you be?
Last few reps here, ladies. Keep it going.
Darkest days. What will you be by my side?
Alright, you can stay where we are. We are going into those shoulder taps, holding that high plank position. Ready in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Remember with this one, ladies, you want to try keep those hips as still as possible. Try get a few reps out on your feet, but on your knees is totally fine. Awesome, ladies. Rolling over, we've got that crunch coming up next. So just allowing those hands to trail up and down your legs. All about that core control with this one, pulling that belly button into your spine, really squeezing through those abs.
It keeps me up at night. I can't help but think back to you. I wish that I could find a face that I would recognize. I replay the memory of you. It's been hard. You know I wanted to stay. Caught us off guard, but there was no way. Did you
Pistol squats are coming up next. Grab your bench. We're on in 5.
say I'm coming home?
Try shifting all that weight onto your heel. Take as much of the pressure off of those knees as you can. Don't forget to reset if you are in that full squat position, lifting your feet off the floor every rep. Halfway.
Hold on to my embrace, this time I promise it won't break. I'm hoping that things haven't changed. Life took us far apart, but it never took away my heart.
Great work, ladies. Home stretch. We're into our good mornings. If you do have a weight with this one that you want to use, feel free to pop it on your chest or on your back. Hinging at those hips, squeezing at those glutes. Let's go.
'Cause I've been counting the days, and I'm calling up to say I'm coming home to you.
Remember pulling those elbows back, really making sure that you are keeping that back nice and straight and chest up.
And I know that it's hard with you, but I'm coming home.
Alright, we've got our side lunges coming up next. Remember not to force yourself into the movement, just go as low as it is comfortable for you. Ready? Let's go, ladies.
We'll stay up till morning and head out exploring. Make up for months that we've missed.
If you aren't coming into that full lunge, try pick up the pace a little bit just to get that heart rate back up again. You've got 15 seconds left here.
We'll stay up till morning and head out exploring. Make up for months that we've missed. 'Cause your lips are calling and my heart's recalling.
Alright, girls, last 2 exercises. We are starting off with that Y raise. Ready in 5.
I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting.
So remember hinging at those hips, trying to put as much pressure on those hamstrings as you can to take off that lower back, squeezing the back of those shoulders and controlling your arms the whole way through. Alright girls, last exercise, we are into our arm circles. So have a bit of fun with this one. Just make sure you are controlling your arms. You are not just swinging them in the air. Make sure they are nice and straight and that core is engaged.
These skies have a different light. Why noise that keeps me up at night? I can't help but think back to you.
Remember to move those arms around, switch directions, come up high, go back down low. We are almost at the end of this round.
It's been hard, you know I wanted to
Alright, so for our stretch, we're just going to come down onto the floor. We're going to slow things down a little bit, sitting down however you're comfortable. We're just going to start off with some neck rolls. So nice and slow, do it with me, come down onto the floor. We'll do this one together, loosening up that neck all the way around. Don't forget to breathe all the way through this one. And switching direction to come around the other side. Try not to force your neck too much. Just allow it to stay where it's comfortable. Alright, now we're going to just look up and look down. And back up. And back down. Alright, coming back into the center. You're just going to walk that one arm out a little bit. And then slowly and gently take your head and pull it down to really feel that stretch all the way up your neck. And we are just going to hold there, once again remembering to breathe. Nice deep breaths through the nose and out. Good, keep holding just a few more seconds. Alright, give it a few circles. And then we are going to switch sides. So walking your next arm out, pulling your neck down gently. Big stretch through that neck, keeping those fingertips on the floor. And again, just allow yourself to breathe into it. And we're just going to hold here. Just a few more seconds here. Alright, again, just loosening that neck up gently. Do a few more rolls here. Just stretch it out. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to take that one arm, leaning over. Just allow your body to hang over this side. Getting that nice stretch all the way down that side of your body. Again, don't forget to breathe. Coming back into the middle and out to the other side. Back into the middle, we're going to do that one more time. So coming over, big stretch, all the way down the side of that one. Try reach over with those fingertips, pull. And back into the middle, last one, again, pull out with those fingertips, just let your body fall over to that side. Alright, coming back into the middle. Just gonna do a few shoulder rolls here, going backwards. And switching direction, coming forward. Alright, now you're going to interlace those fingers, point them up to the sky, and then again, we're going to come over, but nice and quick here. So straight over to the other side, pull, pull, and the last one. Alright, we're now going to lie down on our backs. And we are just going to pull both of our feet into, both of our knees, into our chest. Pull them nice and tight. Allow that lower back to lift off the floor if it wants to. And we're just going to hold there for a few seconds. Once again, remembering to breathe deeply through the nose and out. Feel free to rock gently from side to side if that feels good for you. Alright, straightening both of those legs out. We're just going to pull one leg into our chest now. Trying to get that knee as low down as you can. And switching legs. So again, knee into that chest, using your hands to pull it closer. Don't forget to breathe and just relax your body into the stretch. Perfect. Alright, now if we can, you're going to bring that one leg back, cross it over your knee, and then reaching underneath, pulling it in, feeling that nice big stretch through the side of that leg and through those glutes. Again, don't forget to breathe here. Make sure you're not holding that breath. In 3, 2, and 1. Alright, we can switch legs here. Again, just crossing that one leg over, reaching under and pulling up. You can also use that one hand to push that knee down for that deeper stretch. In 3, 2, and 1. Alright, we're going to do that one more time. So starting off with that first leg, crossing over, pulling in. Just holding for a few seconds. And again, feel free to use that one hand to push that knee down. Alright, when you're ready, switch legs. Relaxing into it, try relax those shoulders. All right, nice and slow, you are just gonna get up onto your knees. Knees slightly apart, sinking down into it, just coming out, walking those fingertips up. Big stretch through that back. And just hold there for a few seconds. Try to get that chest close down to the floor. Don't forget to breathe. When you're ready, we are just going to walk our hands out to the one side. Holding there for a few seconds, again breathing into it, just allowing your body to relax into that stretch. And walking out to the other side. Alright, coming back into the middle, we are just going to go into that downward dog position. So hiking those hips up, walking in, stretching through those hamstrings. Feel free to walk it out here as well. So just getting those heels off the floor. Walking in, and again just allowing that body to fall over, coming out to the side and out to the other side. Keep moving around nice and slow, feeling that big stretch through the back of those legs. Alright, straightening up slowly, and we're just going to stretch those quads out. So feel free to stand next to something, pop your hand up if you struggle with your balance, pulling that one knee up, stretching through the front of that leg, just making sure you are pushing those hips forward so you really get that big stretch. Just hold here for a few seconds. Good, all right, coming down, shake it out, and then onto that next leg. Again, pulling those hips forward, really getting that stretch through the front. Coming down, shaking that leg out. Alright, and that is your workout complete, ladies. I do hope you enjoyed the low impact and the stretch as well. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you all next week. Bye.